Story 1. Middle manager wants to replace his coworkers with AI? I'll let him throw the first stone.
I own a managed service provider, MSP, firm which provides cloud computing services to clients. Business is good enough to pay my employees a respectable wage, while offering them a good work-life balance. I have never had to lay off a single employee yet. I hired a senior IT technician as a middle manager, let's call him Harry. Harry seems to have gone off the rails about AI. He has started to micromonitor our coworkers to an unacceptable extent, and he has kept on pestering me to investigate how I could use ChatGPT and other AI technologies to reduce employee costs. Frankly, this rubbed me the wrong way. Harry does not have a stake in any of his coworkers losing their jobs, and his constant micromonitoring had become an issue. Plus, I have had a look at ChatGPT and there is simply no way it could replace any of my technical employees. ChatGPT has no agency, nor can't deal with clients, nor it can't see the computer screen to troubleshoot Jack's hit. However, ChatGPT could easily replace a middle manager, assuming someone else takes on some additional responsibility daily. You see, ChatGPT has certain plugins and a code interpreter mode, which can do calculations and process spreadsheets as input-output. This can decimate the workload of a middle manager, at least in our firm, allowing their responsibilities to be absorbed by another senior employee, me in this case. I kept this in mind and have been shadowing Harry's job for the past few months. A stellar employee retired last week. I approached Harry and told him that I took his suggestions to heart and have decided to automate his role with AI. I told him he could accept his redundancy package or be retrained in Azure. He chose to be retrained in Azure. Unfortunately for Harry, he'll lose the comfy privileges being a middle manager entails. Fortunately for our coworkers, they will have an impartial AI making decisions. Fortunately for me, I won't have to pay for a redundant role.
Comment 1. I never thought leopards would eat my face, says the middle manager who voted for the leopards eating people's faces.
Comment 2. Funny how his own suggestion came back and hurt him. I'm sure the employees appreciate it. Great MC. Comment 3. Middle management, the true purpose of AI. We have too many managers anyway. Comment 4. This rubbed me off the wrong way. Middle manager is bad at handjobs, loses position to AI. Comment 5. The odd thing is, a lot of middle management tasks can be done better with AI than programming, especially when it comes to organizational flow. This is sort of covered in Manna by Marshall Bryan. The robot installed at this first Burger G restaurant looked nothing like the robots of popular culture. It was not hominid like C-3PO or futuristic like R2-D2 or industrial like an assembly line robot. Instead, it was simply a PC sitting in the back corner of the restaurant running a piece of software. The software was called Manna, version 1.0 *********. Manna's job was to manage the store, and it did this in a most interesting way. Think about a normal fast food restaurant. A group of employees worked at the store, typically 50 people in a normal restaurant, and they rotated in and out on a weekly schedule. The people did everything from making the burgers to taking the orders to cleaning the tables and taking out the trash. All of these employees reported to the store manager and a couple of assistant managers. The managers hired the employees, scheduled them and told them what to do each day. This was a completely normal arrangement. In the early 21st century, there were millions of businesses that operated in this way but the fast food industry had a problem, and Burger G was no different. The problem was the quality of the fast food experience. Some restaurants were run perfectly. They had courteous and thoughtful crew members, clean restrooms, great customer service, and high accuracy on the orders. Other restaurants were chaotic and uncomfortable to customers. Since one bad experience could turn a customer off to an entire chain of restaurants, these poorly managed stores were the Achilles heel of any chain. Asterisk to solve the problem, Burger G contracted with a software consultant and commissioned a piece of software. The goal of the software was to replace the managers and tell the employees what to do in a more controllable way. Mana version 1.0 was born. Asterisk Mana was connected to the cash registers, so it knew how many people were flowing through the restaurant. The software could therefore predict with uncanny accuracy when the trash cans would fill up, the toilets would get dirty and the tables needed wiping down. The software was also attached to the time clock, so it knew who was working in the restaurant. Mana also had help buttons throughout the restaurant. Small signs on the buttons told customers to push them if they needed help or saw a problem. There was a button in the restroom that a customer could press if the restroom had a problem. There was a button on each trash can. There was a button near each cash register, one in the kiddie area, and so on. These buttons let customers give Mana a heads up when something went wrong. Asterisk at any given moment, Mana had a list of things that it needed to do. There were orders coming in from the cash registers, so Mana directed employees to prepare those meals. There were also toilets to be scrubbed on a regular basis, floors to mop, tables to wipe, sidewalks to sweep, buns to defrost, inventory to rotate, windows to wash, and so on. Mana kept track of the hundreds of tasks that needed to get done, and assigned each task to an employee one at a time. Asterisk Mana told employees what to do simply by talking to them. Employees each put on a headset when they punched in. Mana had a voice synthesizer, and with its synthesized voice, Mana told everyone exactly what to do through their headsets. Constantly. Mana micromanaged minimum wage employees to create perfect performance. Asterisk the software would speak to the employees individually and tell each one exactly what to do. For example, Bob, we need to load more patties. Please walk toward the freezer. Or, Jane, when you are through with this customer, please close your register. Then we will clean the women's restroom. And so on. The employees were told exactly what to do, and they did it quite happily. It was a major relief actually, because the software told them precisely what to do step by step.
Comment 6. My company's CTO has a fair bit of experience with AI from his previous work in Silicon Valley, and he has done a fantastic job of stomping this kind of shit out whenever a manager so much as hints at replacing people. The CTO reminds them that middle managers are the most replaceable people on our staff. He has single-handedly ensured we only use AI to enhance people's work and streamline workflows. For example, we get prayer requests, Christian media company 24/7, and some of those can include threats of self-harm, suicide, and also people experiencing marital or child abuse. We utilize AI to move anything containing context of abuse or keywords to boost those requests to the top of the queue so we can act on them and get people the help and resources they need. The worst feeling our pastoral care team can get is going through requests on Friday morning and seeing one from Wednesday night saying I plan to kill myself on Thursday. We prevent 1 to 3 suicides a month, so being able to catch those immediately is huge for us. We also use AI to remove any personally identifiable information, which saves our team a lot of time when they go through the requests. Our whole company prays for those requests, so we have to make sure any PIO is removed by the pastoral staff before it moves to the general staff.
Story 2. I won't let you cook me alive.
I have a second to senior position in my department at work, so theoretically, I have my choice of station to go to when I come in as long as my senior doesn't want it. My senior coworker has a station she always goes to, and it's understood that she likes the 3rd station and I like 7th station. Our stations are even denoted by personal items and magnets. My station is preferred because I have medical issues with overheating and the floor fan points at that location. My personal items at that station include a backup fan in case the big one just isn't enough. Now this fan is way quieter than the big fan. The new manager complains about the noise of the big one. I have poor hearing and it doesn't bug me. Recently the new manager has started stealing my station because the fan in it is quieter when everyone knows there's a preference. Whatever, it's the least awful thing she's done, so it doesn't matter much to me as long as I'm not there to need the station. Where she crosses the line is stealing my station right at the start of my shift. I ask her if I could have my station since there are plenty of open stations. She says, no, you need to be able to work at any station. Knowing that I have an agreement with the office that I can always have the floor fan on if I need it, I start to get some ideas in question, so I can have my personal fan from my things first, right? She quickly gives me that awful manager who thinks they're God face. No, go to your station now and start typing, or I'll write you up for not starting on time. I comply like the peaceful worker drone I am and click on the big fan while going to the station right next to her. At this point I'm already sweating, but I'm close enough to the fan that I won't pass out. Just then she clicks the fan off. I sluggishly click it back on. It goes off and on for a whole hour, but at this point I'm seeing spots, so I give her a heads up. The office says the fan stays on if I need it on. She goes to click it right back on. I don't care, this thing is too loud. I'm almost office staff anyways and things will change around here soon. Within the next 2 hours I'm unresponsive due to heat sickness. At this point I've been magically placed in a medical unit for a few hours. I don't know how I got here or who called, but my girlfriend brought my things from work, but all she got out of the managers was that I'm dismissed for a few days. All I know right now is that the new manager has a paradigm report to worry about and I hopefully get my spot for now on. Edit. I fixed the spacing, and as for the fan, I stopped taking it home because the lobby staff kept making me give the receipt for it and not buzzing me out until I proved it was mine, part of an old manager's rules because a coworker kept trying to take a keyboard home, but I'm going to just suck it up from now on so I know I'll have my fan.
Comment 1, mate, your manager just incompetenced and harassed you into a heat stroke. Get a lawyer, demand your ADA accommodations, assuming America. Enjoy your payday, start with a demand letter when you get back. Since this is their fault, they also owe you for your time out. This is paid leave at their expense.
Comment 2. This is my personal property. Take personal fan. Damn, that's crazy how that works. Comment 3. Was the manager aware you have a medical condition? Edit. Who is down voting for asking a legitimate question? Comment 4. Get your bahonkies a lawyer and sue not the company but that shit-ass manager.
Comment 5. Can I have my personal fan first? No, go clock in and go to your station now or I'll roach you up. Sure. But first, yes, I can have my own personal fan, because it's fucking mine and you aren't allowed to steal from me. Snatch. Asking was just a courtesy. Comment 6. Everything you wrote makes me believe you're in a very toxic workplace, and that it's time to get promoted to a new employer if you can.